Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. Welcome to another week of new makeup releases and sneak peeks and good things and nah things. So I have spent the week working and compiling stuff to show you, and I have a nice list of things that I want to share with you. So obviously you know the whole drill. Samantha March is the creator of this whole series, and everything that I have to link in the description box is linked in the description box. All my sources and everything, you know it all. So I don't know why I always have to say that. I guess it's the proper thing to do, so that's what we do. Anyway, I think today I'm gonna sit on this side just because, you know, to be a little bit different. And let's fire up my phone and then I'm gonna show you what I found for this week. I think I want to start with the last thing. Let's go backwards. I hope I'm not confusing myself. Okay, so this, what you're gonna see right here, once I've edited this video, is from Emby Boutique. And I thought, wait, oh no, I'm already confusing myself. This is so pretty. It's 35 vegan shadows. And don't they look amazing? I mean, just look at this. They all look like shimmers or duochromes. There's actually only the red one in the lowest row. Looks like it is a matte. I don't know. Maybe it's not. It just looks like that. Anyway, they are amazing. I mean, this as a palette, but when I tell you the price, it's $175. So that's, I can't, but that is absolutely amazing. It's called the New Pop Art Palette, and that is something that I would so much want. So much I would want this. I mean, how can one not want this? Really. But when I see something like this and I see the abundance and stuff in makeup releases, it makes me so happy. I want to grab it and hold it tight and like that is something that I totally would like. Then there is something from Tarte, and they are coming up with a sister brand which is called Sugar Rush, and they're releasing, I guess, their first collection, which looks like this, or this is like a first impression of their first collection. And that is something that I wanted to show you because I don't understand this. As far as I've heard, okay, so cut me some slack here, but I don't know. As far as I've heard, this Sugar Rush thing is for people under 30, and Tarte is, I guess, for people above 30. I don't understand this. Why do we need this? I don't understand this. I always feel a little bit discriminated now. I mean, and when you look at the palette that you see on the bottom right, this is just another Tarte palette. I don't know. Well, what does that mean? You know, it's another boring Tarte palette in young. And I'm young. Why shouldn't I, like, why? I'm young, but I'm not 30, but I'm young, you know? So this is something that I really don't like, and that's why I showed you this, because I don't understand this. But then, there is something from Colourpop, and they are releasing Juicy Lips lip liners. And apparently they have 19 new shades, and it comes in a whole package of 21 shades. I guess two shades are already existing shades. And you can buy them as singles, $5, but you can also buy them as a bundle, and that's $150. But they look actually amazing. And if I wouldn't have a lot of lip liners already, because probably something like half of those lip liners, or maybe 2/3 of those colors that come in that bundle, I have already. But if I were to start out and I would really like to have abundance, which I always love in my life, then I would consider this. Because I mean, I don't know the quality of their lip liners, Colourpop lip liners, but I think the color choices that they made for that box are very nice. And as you all know that most of my lipsticks are nude lipsticks, and this is like 2/3 of those lipsticks here are, or a little bit more than half, yeah, are nude colors, and I really, really like that. So that would be something that I would really, really enjoy, and that's why I showed you. Okay, next thing is something else that immediately caught my eyes. And that is from OPV Beauty. I have heard a lot about OPV Beauty. I know it is available also when I can order it from Europe, for example, through Beauty Bay. I have seen those, their palettes. They have a few very, very interesting palettes, colorful palettes. And now they're coming out with this one. This is the Spotlight palette, and it's now available already on their website. And I think it looks awesome. I don't know, I'm so into these dark, crunchy looks these days, you know, that I'm so into this. This is a palette that I would buy on the spot. I would. I don't know anything about their quality and anything, but I have heard people talk about it, and they said it's awesome. So, I mean, not about this palette because this has just been released, but about other OPV palettes. So this looks awesome, and I really, really like it. The next thing I wanted to show you is from Viseart, and they're coming out with Petite Pro palettes. It's Petite Pro 4 and Petite Pro 5. Wow, tongue twister. And they're called Apricotine and Soleil. So I guess the more nude kind of a palette that you see is the Apricotine, and the other one is Soleil. The Soleil palette with the purple and the yellow really speaks to me. I love that, but it is too small for me. I don't know, I like abundance, I like big palettes, it doesn't bother me. As you know, I would like to have at least 2 or maybe 4 more shades in that palette. That would make it perfect for me, or bigger. You know, I like to have all the options. So, but that being said, this palette looks really, really nice. That one with the purple. I'm totally into purples anyway, and with the yellow and the pink and the magenta and also, you know, the shade to the left of the matte purple, which is like a lavender. It looks like a duochrome with a blue shift. It looks so awesome. So I'm sure there would be a lot of nice looks that you could create with that, but I still would like to have more shades in that palette. So I'm not gonna buy this. Viseart is also, like, it's totally out of my league. It's way too expensive, but just wanted to show you because it is a very, very nice palette with a nice color story. So I really, really like that. Then I wanted to show you something from Colored Rain, and they're sneak peeking a new eyeshadow palette. A new eyeshadow palette, which is gonna be called Safari Rain. And we don't see the real palette yet. We only see the outer packaging that looks like this, and then we also see a model just wearing, I guess, one look that one can create it with that palette, and it looks like this. She looks awesome. She looks absolutely awesome. And women of color with makeup, oh, it's so pretty. I'm so jealous. I mean, anyway, so this is going to be probably really, really pretty. So I'm going to update you. This is going to be released early March. So I'm going to totally update you when this is released. I'm going to show you what the palette looks like, but I'm sure it's going to be really, really nice. I hope so. I really do. There is another release from Menagerie Cosmetics, and that is called the Courtship palette. As you can see, it's these 2 flamingos that are like hearts, you know. It's so cute. That would actually have been a very, very cute Valentine's palette. So this retails for $20, and it is already available. For me, this is also too small. I like the idea, and the colors are so. If there were at least like 4 or 6 more colors, that would give me more options, more variety. It could still be in that color scheme, you know. It could be still in the golds and the pinks, but more variety, then that would be something for me. but £6, it's not enough for me. I would get bored like after 2 days, so I need more than this. But I love Menagerie Cosmetics, their designs and their whole thinking behind their palettes and their brand, and I can't wait to one day have something from Menagerie Cosmetics. They also have the, what's it called, the Feral palette, and I know there is another palette supposed to be coming up that is, I think it is called the Whale Song palette, and I can't wait. They sneak peeked that, I think in October or November, and they said that it will come this spring. So I'm waiting for this one to come, because I hope it's going to be blues and yellows. I hope so. Anyway, I'll update you. Okay, so back to this palette, the Courtship palette. It is cute. I think I really like it. It is a little bit too little for me, but for someone else who really likes small palettes, that would be probably really nice. So just wanted to show you that. Then there is Clionadh Cosmetics, and as you know, Clionadh Cosmetics was last week's favorite for me, and now they're showing us that they are working on wait, let me just read this for you, because it's too hard for me to know all this by heart, right? So they are working, they're previewing, okay? So what you see here is the preview for one of their new collections, and they are working on a new palette, which is a third palette in the Archeo and Paleo series. And the matte collection that I showed you last time. So they are working hardcore. They're working on so much. But this here, what I'm showing you right now, these are multi-chromes. So they are having such a wide range of things coming out, which is so amazing. And I'm still standing by what I said last time. Clionadh Cosmetics is totally, it's probably on the top of my list of what I want to try and what I want to order when I can. This looks awesome. Like this picture, just this picture. I mean, make a palette out of that. I mean, it would look like a very fall themed palette, but I don't care. I wear colors any time of the year, so I don't care. So that would be so awesome. I would love this. So anyway, this is coming up. This is just a sneak peek, but it will be released, I'm sure, pretty soon. So I will let you know about that once it's been released. Then there's something else that I wanted to show you, which is not makeup, and it's not skincare, and it's not lashes. It is actually a perfume collection, as far as I know. And I just got stuck on that picture. That's what piqued my interest. And it is called the Tudor Lace Collection, and it's from Poésie Perfume. This is what the Instagram account is called. And it's a study. Let me just read this for you, okay? It's a study in vanilla. These scents go beyond the dessert plate and explore what vanilla can be. Each scent is built around the airy vanilla extract note of our vanilla accord. Sorry for my English, really. And an antique lace accord that adds an ivory tinged warmth with hints of faded floral and sweet vanilla. I mean, just reading this, so why I was intrigued by the picture is that I am such a huge fan of anything Tudor and anything that is old English royalty. I have something like 30 books on that. I'm really like, I'm such a huge fan of royalty, as you know. I mean, my whole thing about being a queen must come from somewhere, right? So I so love this whole concept of queens and kings and all of that, and I'm a queen, right? So this is, when I saw this picture, I immediately went into this, subscribed to that account, and I said I need to know what this is. Anyway, so this is a perfume collection, and it sounds so amazing. I love vanilla. It can be overpowering if it is done wrong, and it can, you know, in a worst case, it smells like toilet spray. But this sounds amazing. So I think I'm gonna keep this in mind and check up on what is happening with this. I totally love this one. So the next thing I wanted to show you is from Shade Beauty. And they're coming out with the Game of Tones collection. And of course that is a play on words on Game of Thrones, and also when you see the design of the font and everything and the dragon, that totally goes with the whole Game of Thrones vibe. But I think what we're seeing here is the cover of the palette, and I would love that. If that is what they're showing us, if that is an indication, and wow, indication of what is going to be inside, which is going to be like cool tones and warm tones and very vibrant and very powerful, then that would be awesome. So this is just a sneak peek. It's going to drop in April, and I'm going to let you know what happens with this. But if this is what I think it's going to be, then it's going to be lovely, and I like that. It's beauty. Wait, what's it called? Shade Beauty. Never heard of that. Have no idea what their quality is, but it looks really, really nice. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about is from Root Cosmetics. Again, a new thing for me, Root Cosmetics. Why does it need to be Root? I have no idea. But they're coming out with two palettes. One is nude and one is colorful. And they are, I think they're calling it, yeah, that's what I thought. They're calling it the lingerie, I think it's called in English, lingerie, I think, collection. So it's all mattes. Both palettes are all mattes. They have not been released yet. It's just a sneak peek of what's coming. And yeah, so I like the colorful palette. The nude palette, I have those shades, so I wouldn't need that. But the colorful palette actually looks really, really nice. I don't understand the whole concept of lingerie. Why does it have to be on the palette? Why do they have to be half-naked women on the palette? But let's, put that to the side. And when we look at the colors of the palettes themselves, I do like the colorful palette very much, actually. I think it looks really, really nice. I love the greens, and I love the purples, and I love the pinks, and I love the blues. I love that palette. So that is really, really nice. I don't understand the concept. As you know, every single week I'm going through this, because every single week there is at least one brand that does that whole sex sells thing. I don't need that. I don't need that. I would buy a palette just for being a palette. So, and I don't know what those colors have to do with lingerie, just because the model has like purple underwear. I don't know. Like what? So, but that being said, I really, really do like how the palette looks. Then let's talk about something else, which is from Tarte. Okay, so Tarte is coming out with the Face Tape Foundation, and it's 50 shades with 5 undertones, and it's, wow, it costs $39 per foundation. Wow. That's massive. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the shade range, which here on that picture actually looks pretty, really good. And I have seen other pictures where it did not look so good, honestly. But still, the first row that you can see here is very, very light. Then there are 2 rows of medium, and then the last one is dark skin tones. And I think that is a pretty good range. I think it could be a little bit more variety, and I don't think that we really need so many, like this whole first row. I don't know if we really, really need that. I mean, how many shades of light skin are there? I mean, how many people are that white? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I really don't understand that, but at least they're giving a lot of variety still to people with a medium to dark skin tones, and I think that's really, really nice. And as I've also said before, I'm mixing 3 foundations in order to get what I want, and I'm putting on foundation that is quite a bit darker than my real skin tone is, because I don't want to look super, super pale. So, well, maybe I should go and buy one of the shades in the first row. But no, I want to look a little bit more tan without actually being in the sun and baking my skin and ruining my skin, and so I'm mixing my own foundation to my own needs, but so this looks okay. I thought that was nice. I think $39 is a lot of money for just a small bottle of foundation. And when I think about how much foundation I use per week, because I have found like full foundation every single day. So I don't understand that, like, who can afford that? I don't. So still, I wanted to show you this because in a little bit I'm going to show you something else that made me really upset, and you'll understand in a second. Next thing I wanted to talk to you about is from BH Cosmetics, and I have showed you a couple weeks back that they came out, I think, what was it, the Aquarius palette, or what was it? So they're coming out every single month with a palette according to the star signs, or whatever it's called. So this is the Pisces palette, and in general, I really like BH Cosmetics. I love their formula. I'm using them a lot. This palette, I just wanted to show you, it is not for me. I do though think that there would be a lot of people who would like that, because it's that half nude, half colorful. It's not really colorful, but it's that pop of blue, but it's sort of the half of the palette is the pop of blue. So it's nice. And it does not give you like a super variety, because basically what you can do is only nude or only in shades of blue, or you can mix it. So that's the 3 versions you can do. But I'm sure a lot of people would love that, because blue and neutrals go well together. It's not a surprise. So yeah, so this is the Pisces. I guess Pisces is fish, isn't it? Is that fish? I think it's fish. So I would have thought that a palette about fish should have been more blue. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it could have been all blues, like a whole blue palette. Anyway, I'm waiting for monochromatic palettes. I'm waiting so bad that I want monochromatic palettes of every color family. I want one monochromatic palette that gives me everything from light to dark and from shimmer to matte. I like, you know, I like abundance. What can I do? All right, so there is another thing from BH Cosmetics, and that is the Opalescent palette. And okay, so this is just a part of the palette. I could not find a nice picture of the whole palette, but maybe by the time I'm editing, maybe I can find a better picture. So I like that, and even though this is very neutral, considering my style, I really like that, because I'm not only thinking in the sense of creating a look just with that one palette exclusively, but I think this would be a wonderful palette to be a companion palette to something else. And I really do like the formula, as I just said, and this looks just lovely, you know, and I'm all for lovely. I like it. Does not need to be super dramatic all the time and super crunchy, even though I do like that too, as you know, but I can go for this too, and I can use it very much, like something like this for clients. So that is just a very lovely palette. I think that a lot of people, like normal people, would love this, you know, and I can be normal sometimes. So this is something that I actually would really like. So now I'm coming to that, what I have already told you like 2 minutes ago, that made me angry. Okay, this is from Chanel, and I saw this. And now look at this picture and tell me what's wrong. You know, like, who's first to tell me what is wrong with that picture? I don't know. What is their problem? What does this mean here? I'm so angry at this that I can't even tell you how much I'm angry. Okay, so they're saying they are having 30 shades in this collection of new, what's it called, new foundation. But when I go through all the pictures of the 30 shades, they're posting here, I think 10 different shades per picture. So I have 3 pictures here, and there is really literally the one dark skin tone foundation on the far left is the only one in the whole collection. So there should be an outcry about Chanel. There should be. I mean, what does this mean? That women of color don't buy high-end or luxury makeup? I don't think so. I mean, this is really, seriously, I do have a big problem with this. And you know what? I think tomorrow, like when you see this, tomorrow, I'm going to release a video about that topic, because I had a very cute incident or experience with my kids about color, about, no, not about color, about skin colors, you know. So I'm going to release that after this video, tomorrow, sort of, because I'm all for embracing differences. And I think differences are good, and yes, they are challenging sometimes, but differences are good, and we are all made the way we are made for a reason, and we are all loved the way we are by me. Okay, so whoever is watching this, I love you the way you are. You know, I have absolutely no issue with differences, and I do not think that it is good for us to be all the same. I am all for being different, and I love to embrace differences for myself and also with others. I'm very, very open about this, and stuff like this hurts me physically. It makes me so angry, and I want to be like, I feel like I want to be really nasty about this, because stuff like this should not happen. And I don't know why there is not a big outcry. Really, I don't understand. I heard one other YouTuber talk about this, and that's it. Nobody else. So I don't understand this, and I'm really angry at Chanel. And anyway, I'm not buying anything from Chanel, but like, even if I could, after this I wouldn't. This is really ridiculous. Okay, so let me show you something really, really nice that I wanted to show you. Still was from Enchanted Luster, and they do have a Dragon Prism palette. I think that I have showed you this. I almost feel like I did previously, and it looks like this. I mean, I just wanted to show you that packaging. Doesn't this look amazing? Dragon Prism palette. Anyway, so they are working on a second Dragon Prism palette, and I haven't seen anything yet, but I can't wait. This is gonna be awesome. I mean, this one that you see here is the first one, the Dragon Prism 1, and I can't wait for the second one to come. So I'm going to update you, of course, once that comes out. But just the packaging, and really, girls, I never buy anything for the packaging, right? But this packaging, seriously, I mean, how creative can a person be? I love this one. So, so pretty. So this is Enchanted Luster, and I can't wait to see what else they're coming out with and where they're going. So the last thing I wanted to show you for today is lashes. And you know, I'm always looking for new brands, even small brands that are coming out with lashes, because even though I'm trying to not wear lashes right now very often because my skin is really still a bit irritated, but these lashes looked so awesome, so I had to show them to you. And I don't know that brand. It's called Dodo Lashes. I don't know what Dodo stands for, but these are 3D lashes, and I love lashes that are big and fluffy and 3D and, you know, larger than life. These lashes look awesome. I mean, or seriously, I would put them on any day of the week. This looks amazing. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you because I'm a lash girl. Yeah, so that is it for today. Let me go back to the middle. And okay, so my absolute hate for this week was, of course, Chanel. No way, this was absolutely not my piece of cake. Then what was my favorite? My favorite was totally Clionadh Cosmetics again, that duochrome or multi-chrome palette that they are coming up with. And let me check. The OPV palette was also very, very nice, the Spotlight palette. And Emby Boutique, the first thing that I showed you, that big palette, that pop art palette. Yeah, so I guess I can say with some confidence I'm always going for the colorful things. I love that. I just, you know, that's me. So you let me know what was your favorite this week, or if you have something that I haven't mentioned and you think that I would be interested in, then let me know. You know, I can look it up, or you find it on Instagram and tag me in the picture, then I will see it and I'll look it up. Anyway, so this was nice. I always enjoy these videos where I can talk about makeup and just go on and on about stuff, and I know these are my longest videos, but you've come to expect this, right? So you know when I'm releasing my new makeup releases videos, it's going to be long, so you know to already in advance prepare for this. Take a piece of something you want to eat and something you want to drink and just sit down and have some quality time with me talking about makeup. Yeah, that's our friendship time, right? So so that's what we do. All right, so you let me know what you think about the releases, or what you like or what you didn't like. And besides that, if you're new here, I would love it if you were to subscribe to my channel. And besides that, I love to see you here for my next video, which, as I mentioned, will be a chatty video where I'm talking about skin colors actually, and how my kids, or one of my kids especially, you know, sees this whole thing, and a lesson that I learned from that. So if that's intriguing to you, then come back tomorrow. All right, I love you so very much, and I just hope that you go ahead and sparkle and come back next time. Hugs and kisses. Bye.